I was at H&M the other day and I went upstairs and found the H&M Home section, which I was pleasantly surprised with what I found. Lots of gems, beautiful things. So this video is going to be all about H&M Home, what's new, what definitely should keep an eye out for, and a couple other alternatives that I found that might be a little bit more budget friendly. So let's just have some fun here. Hi friend, I hope you're doing well. My name is Jorge if you're new, and I love all things home decor, including H&M Home. I have had a blast walking back and forth the H&M Home aisles and online too. There's a couple things that I found online that were in store. So I'm just gonna share my thoughts on some of the things that I found. I feel like H&M Home is, in terms of price range, I think it's a little bit pricier than IKEA in some things, but less than Zara Home. Let's take a look at some of the things that I came across. Oh gosh, it's that time of the year again. Yes, if you've been watching my videos for some time, you know that sometimes when I film my videos, there's an ice cream truck that drives by, and I think this is the first one of this season. That means spring is coming. Anyways, first things first, let's start off with the dinnerware section. I know as we move into the spring, summer season, I sometimes like to have some fun, maybe introduce a new color, and dinnerware can be a good option. Now, that doesn't mean you need to throw out your old dinnerware, but sometimes you can build onto a collection that you have and kind of introduce a color. And that's something that I have been seeing in a lot of dinnerware collections lately, is sort of mixing and matching, but having things that maybe resemble or complement color tones. When I was at the store, I put together sort of this little vignette, this little placement of how you can sort of mix and match different items. And I think this could be a good option. I saw this colored glassware. Now, I love colored glassware. I love shopping for vintage colored glassware. I actually have a collection similar to this one from H&M. I know that they have, you know, the wine glass, I think champagne, and the cope. I say cope. And I think these are beautiful. I think this is sort of like an olive green. I think they call it gray. This could be a good way to kind of mixing in with your clear glass items. Now, these can be a little bit pricey depending on how many you buy. It can be, I think they start off at $4.99 a piece up until like $12.99 a piece. I was at Target's website and I came across this 12-piece set. Very just like a simple, maybe everyday glass set. So you have 12 pieces. We get the highball and double old-fashioned glasses, 6 of each. So at Bed Bath & Beyond, I actually found these cope glasses, set of 4 for $15. Also $12 if you are a Beyond Plus member. I'm not sure what that means. Either way, $15. I think it's a good deal for 4 of these. Even if you're not a drinker, you can maybe use these for all sorts of things. You know, sparkling water or milk. I don't know. I like these. I actually like using these. I have like a vintage set. So actually a couple vintage sets, but I have sort of like a grayish green color. And then I also have like an amber tone ones. It's kind of just taking those everyday things that you might just find not so special and kind of elevating the experience at home and kind of just treat yourself, especially if you spend a lot of time at home and you like being home, and just simple ways to kind of upgrade and elevate that feeling, you know? Also found this Libby paneled cope set of 4 Wayfair. These are really beautiful. Kind of remind me of something when you go to like a nice bar, they bring you that nice $20 drink. Well, you can do that at home for $34.99 for 4 people. Hey, invite your friends over. Have a little card night, game night. One of my favorite things to shop for is sort of like earthware, or just like muted colors, or things that remind me of kind of like stone, or just like those, you know, earthy colors. And this vase right here I actually found a couple of months ago. This was a vintage find, handmade vase. And when I was at H&M Home, I was reminded of it with this collection. We have a picture sort of in like this, I guess, olive muted green tone, sage green. Also have the bowl, and they might have other things as well. But they say green is the color of the year. That's definitely something that I'm seeing a lot in a lot of retailers. And I think it's a great choice. I personally like color, but I like to keep things a little bit more muted. So this would be a good way to kind of introduce some color. Found this dinnerware collection. I did not find it online, but this is kind of fun. Not something that I would typically gravitate towards, but again, maybe like a spring dinnerware party, Easter if you do that, maybe even for the everyday use. It has the gold rim, not sure if that is dishwasher safe though. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more timeless and kind of just for the everyday use, maybe consider upgrading your dinnerware. Something a little bit more modern in form, and something like this from H&M could work with a lot of different styles, whether you lean more modern or a little bit more traditional. I think this kind of can maybe work with that. Again, here we're seeing those beige colors. We have black, sort of creamy colors. I would say though that they can kind of add up in price, especially if you are getting multiple of these. If you're looking to build up like a set of 4, a set of 8. I found this set on Amazon, which once you break it down to each individual piece, it costs way less to just get a set like this. I know that they have a couple of different colors. They have the matte brown, the matte black, and the gray color. I'm thinking of maybe getting the black one, but I'm conflicted between this one or another dinnerware set that I saw on Crate and Barrel. I'm not sure yet. And especially like darker dinnerware, like a black plate, the food kind of pops more. It kind of looks a little bit more appetizing in my opinion. And it just makes it feel like you are at a nice restaurant when you're just eating tater tots from the oven. Speaking of which, I actually have some in the oven. I'll be right back. Ooh, I love tater tots. I haven't had them in a while. Anyways, let's talk about tablecloths. I personally don't use tablecloths, but I find that tablecloths kind of is, I don't know, it's a fun way to kind of dress up the table. You can definitely go formal, but you can also use it casually and just, you know, throw it in the washer. Helps protect your tabletop. I'm pretty into this striped linen tablecloth. It's striped, sort of this like light beige color. It kind of has this linen look to it. I don't know if it's fully linen, but something like this you can easily dress up or keep it casual for your everyday dining. Let me know if you use tablecloths. Is that something that, I don't know, is it making a comeback? Did it ever go away? I feel like, at least growing up, maybe we used it at the very beginning of my childhood, but I don't know. You can also use these linen napkins. I keep telling myself that I want to try using linen napkins for like the everyday use, but I kind of keep forgetting. And I think I might actually order this pair right here. This is, well, they have a lot of different colors. I like the beige one the best, or maybe the taupe. Not only tablecloths and napkins, but you can really soften up your like dining area, whether it's your breakfast nook or what have you, with, you know, like cushions, window treatments, maybe a rug. Rugs are kind of controversial for dining areas, I find. They can get kind of dirty. Maybe consider a seat cushion. I feel like seat cushions were not the most aesthetically pleasing things, but I saw these at H&M and I was pleasantly surprised with them. They're just very minimal, they're pretty affordable as well. I always like using wooden bowls for like snacks and, you know, for salads. This one's a really good option. The mango wood salad bowl for $29.99. Pair it with these nice little metal salad servers. They're wood. Okay, moving on to just general home decor. I love candle holders. I have addiction to candle holders. I like designing candle holders. I like it all. I like candle holders from H&M. They're very affordable. They're more trendy, but they're kind of cool too. These black metal sculptural candle holders have been around for a while. Pretty affordable. Get them while you can. I'm sure they'll discontinue them soon. I also saw the ceramic one. This ceramic one, you can honestly, you don't even need to light the tapered candles. You can just, you know, use it for decor. I saw this sort of beige color in store. Online, I'm seeing a pink one. So if you're into that, get it. Next, we have a wood hanger for $5.99. And by the way, these are like US dollar prices. I'm not sure, you know, I think H&M Home is international, so I'm not sure how that'll translate. Or maybe they have different inventory, because I think in other countries they have furniture. They don't have it here in the States. At least that I'm aware of. I haven't seen it. Speaking of furniture, let's talk about these knobs. So I love furniture flips. I like looking at old vintage pieces, or even the just pieces that are not very attractive anymore. I see them a lot on Facebook Marketplace, especially things like cabinets, old sideboards, or hutches, I guess. Those can be transformed. You can sand them down, get them to the raw wood, and just let them be. Let them age, let them get dirty, let them get stained. I think that's a nice look. But either way, a knob like this can be especially good for something like that. I actually had an old stereo cabinet that I transformed. Maybe you saw that video a couple of months ago. These knobs right here would have been a good option for that. We have the stoneware knob, we have some marble knobs, we have metal knobs. These marble knobs are really cool. I like the green one. I think that's something different. Also like the brown one. Something like this is a nice way to kind of just update, elevate any cabinet, any drawer without spending so much money. And especially with, you know, those like mass-produced cabinets that you might find at like IKEA or Target. It's a good way to kind of bring in some personality to that. We have this ceramic kitchen utensil holder for $17.99. I don't like to keep my spoons out. I like to put them in the drawers, just, you know, the minimalist in me. But if you have them out, this would be a fun way to bring in kind of like a nice trendy look, I would say. It's pretty trendy. This round marble tray, I was very excited when I saw it. So in store, I saw the black marble one. And here online, I'm seeing that they also carry white. I love these, of course, decorative, but they can also be functional. I actually got this one from Target a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago. This is $25 at Target. This is more kind of like a soft curved, more rounded, the edge at least. And something like this, you know, can be very functional. I have this normally sitting on my desk area. I'll throw like SD cards or batteries while I'm working, or like the coasters that I'm not using, I'll just toss them on there. Speaking of decorative things, so these clear boxes have been at H&M for a while. I feel like I've seen them. They do carry the gold color, the silver, and black. In store, I saw them. Pretty good quality, I would say, and pretty affordable, for especially for that. You're getting, you know, glass, and I don't know what that material is made out of, what metal it is, but either way, something like this, perfect for storage, you know, for jewelry, for what have you. But here's a weird idea. You can also use them to display maybe a collection of some kind that you have. For example, go for a walk, go nature, find some beautiful rocks, and bring them home with you, you know, wash them, put them on there. I don't know, it's just a fun way to kind of display quirky things or conversation starter for the coffee table. Right now, I'm such a weirdo. I'm collecting these. These are avocado pits in this vintage bowl that I have. Like, I wash them after I'm done with the avocado, and then I just toss them in here. I'm building up a collection. It's kind of interesting seeing how they kind of like dry up and the, I guess, the outer layer starts to like peel. I don't know. I would put this in something like that clear box, just because I'm weird. And I don't know, it's just fun. You know, we don't need to take it so seriously, you know? I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to spring. I cannot wait for the warm weather. I'm starting to see some of the tulips sprouting, or the little bulbs, what have you. And when I go to the store, I'm starting to see a lot of planters, which, by the way, this is the time to get your planters early on in the season, because they start to sell out and some stores don't restock. But H&M does carry these ones that I saw. This large plant pot on a pedestal is a good one. It's definitely more on the modern side. Probably for indoors, but hey, it's a good option. I personally really like terracotta planters, especially when they kind of get that patina, they get stained and they get all old looking. Sometimes I do get just white paint and kind of dilute it with water and kind of do like a whitewash over them to make them look distressed and vintage. But anyways, these ones from H&M Home are good. These are kind of more modern shape, I would say. They have this black one. They also have just your classic terracotta color. I think these ones are $17.99 for like that medium large size. I was at Walmart, and so I actually got this one from Walmart. This one was like $5, and you know, put my rubber plant in there. It's looking pretty happy. This could be a good option if you're looking for a modern terracotta plant. I think it might be in store only. I found it online. I'll link it, of course, below. But something like this, nice way, you know, if you're looking for some new plants. I love plants. I have a plant problem. In a future house, I'm gonna have a plant room, I swear, but there we have it. Ah, my avocado pits. This vase is pretty insane. You know, it's definitely like a mass-produced vase, but I think the little design is hand-painted, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's, maybe a little trending, but that's fine. I feel like this will look great on a pedestal, which, by the way, I think I'm gonna do a DIY pedestal video soon. I finally received some of the supplies that I was needing for that. H&M Home has lots of great textiles that are pretty affordable. You can get yourself some new pillow covers, layered in different patterns, different styles. I really like these ones. Let's see what else. We have, of course, our throw blankets. Now, as we're moving into the warmer months, maybe it's time to put out the warmer throw blankets, put away those heavier ones. These candle holders are pretty fun, very kind of organic, I would say. I saw a couple small rugs. These you could probably even use in the bathroom. I feel like these are thin enough where you can just toss them in the washer and, you know, keep them clean. Ooh, this is pretty exciting. So at H&M, I found modern wooden frames. Now, I feel like finding wooden frames like these, it's kind of hard to come by, especially for this price range and real wood. I think it might be glass panel, because I know that IKEA, it's the acrylic. These might be glass. They also carry some posters there if you're into that style. I would maybe lean away from that and maybe consider buying like a vintage artwork like on Etsy. I actually have a blog post where I shared a couple of affordable vintage pieces. So you can like print those at home or maybe print them at your local print shop. I often print them at FedEx pretty affordably and just mount it onto like this. And it's kind of like that contrast, kind of blending time periods, right? So you have like this nice modern wooden frame. In the artwork, you have a vintage piece. That could be kind of interesting. So something to consider. Of course, as we're moving into the warmer months, it's maybe time to switch out the bedding, get something a little bit lighter. I like linen style bedding. If you're not a fan of linen, maybe consider this set right here. It's 100% cotton. When you're looking for bedding, well, at least for me, if I'm getting cotton, I want to make sure that's 100% cotton. There's no polyester for the bedding. I find it kind of uncomfortable, but 100% cotton usually does it for me. Speaking of which, I saw on TikTok this video with like someone, actually I think I've seen a couple of them where people like don't use sheet sets, like the flat sheet. They say, oh, it just ends up, you know, scooting down to the end of the bed and I just sleep with the duvet. So I'm just curious, do you use a sheet set? Do you use a flat sheet or do you just sleep with the duvet? I personally like using the flat sheet because, you know, you can just toss the sheets in the washer. I mean, you should wash them like once a week, right? Is that what the rule? I, you know, try to toss them once a week in the washer. And the duvet, typically it's a little bit longer between, you know, washing periods, but let me know what do you do? Do you use the flat sheet or not? Let's see here. I think that's it, right? Got a nice, it's got some robes. Yep. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it good for this video. Maybe I rambled on too much. I have no idea, but it's kind of fun. Just shopping around, window shopping. I did order an apron 'cause, you know, I do a lot of DIYs here on the channel and I feel like I'm always ruining my clothes. So I ordered an apron so I can use it for when I am, you know, doing the dirty work. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now. I gotta go. I gotta eat my tater tots. Maybe I'll do an avocado sandwich with it as well. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I have a couple fun DIYs. Really want to do something for like outdoors. I know I'll be getting some requests for like outdoor planters or things like that. So if you have any DIY requests, make sure to comment down below. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Come say hi over on Instagram. Also go check out my website, gossipryfine.com, where I'm sharing lots of more home decor content, free, sometimes more videos, thrift hauls. I often find like home decor dupes there. So if that's something you're interested, go check it out. But thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.